Hey, what's up guys, Lalone Top 10's here to make sure that your mind gets blown. Here are 20 random facts to help you guys yourselves out to make sure that your mind gets blown. So let's talk more about that. Number 1 on our 20 random facts, random awesome facts that I need to talk to you guys about, is that scientists usually emit left-handed people from tests because their brain works differently. So that means whoever's left-handed, like Ned Flanders, for example, should be expelled from all tests. Just want to let you know. So don't include Ned Flanders in this conversation. Number 2 is that there is a castle in Scotland that is essentially a giant pineapple. So I guess the dude who created the castle actually likes giant pineapples. I guess he's like SpongeBob or something. I don't know. Number 3 is that tear gas is banned for use in international warfare, but it's still legal to use in America. So essentially, I guess America is probably the only legal place that tear gas is actually legal to. I guess probably because tear gas, I guess probably because Americans actually know how to use tear gas. So just want to let you know there. Number 4 is that in the 1700s Paris, it was fashionable to wear hats and umbrellas with lightning rods attached. And believe it or not, that fashion trend back then was created by Benjamin Franklin, who never really went to France, but made it so popular in Europe that it was a trend back then. Like, for example, fidget spinners are a trend. Unfortunately, I don't have one right now. It's probably under my desk or something. But hey, it's still a trend, right? Number 5 is that all octopus species are venomous to humans, but only one is deadly, and that is the blue-ringed octopus, in case if you guys hadn't known, because they're so deadly. So essentially, if you see blue rings, stay away from it. Number 6 is that a lion's life expectancy is much lower than that of the antelopes it chases. So essentially, lions are supposed to live less longer than antelopes whenever it chases. So, but yeah. So don't really, if you're an antelope, you should be pretty much more happy now, because the life expectancy is much lower than that of the antelope it chases. Pretty nice, huh? Number 7 is that Santa Muerte, or in other words, Saint Death, is worshipped in Mexico by those who believe God helps the good and the devil helps the bad. So, yeah, it's like very similar to Christianity if you think about it. God only helps good people, and the devil supports bad people, like Hitler or something like that. So, essentially, I guess we are kind of very similar to Mexico, don't you think? Except we do not worship Saint Death. Except we just believe it's just plain old Halloween, that's all. Number 8 is that female adders can go 18 months without eating. So that's very nice. I guess they could literally starve themselves for 18 months. Over a year, right? So, in case if you don't know, adders are just like adders. Pronunciation there. It's just like European vipers, if you kind of think about it. So don't expect any in America. And trust me, adders are deadly. So stay away from them. Number 9 is that since 1998, the Middle East is experiencing its worst drought in over 900 years. So it's just literally an 18-year, 19-year drought. So, trust me, you're never going to find droughts you will find droughts in the Middle East. You just will not find rain in the Middle East. So, don't expect any over there if you're planning to go to Saudi Arabia or Oman or anything like that. Trust me, you'll never find rain. Number 10 is that in 1941, there were only 11 functioning democracies in the world. And trust me, those do not include monarchies. So for instance, China, America, and, well, pretty much anywhere that actually has a democracy. There were only 11 of them in 1941. Not a lot, huh? Not a lot back whenever World War II started for America, right? Number 11 is that Pablo Picasso painted using ordinary house paint, which is that bare stuff or Glidden or whatever normal house paint you use. Picasso never really used art paint. He used house paint. So if you ever see his paintings, just to consider yourself, it's house paint. Trust me. Number 12 is that, and please excuse because my Chinese pronunciation could be wrong, but if they were countries, the Chinese are provinces of Guangdong, Shandong, Henan, Sichuan, and even Jiangsu would be among the world's 20 most populous. So if you ever go to China, just to consider yourself, those 5 provinces are populated. So if I was you, I would never go over there, ever. Number 13 is that 1/3 of the population of China can speak Mandarin, the country's official language. So what else would they speak? Regular Chinese? Pretty much so. But Mandarin, like I said, is the country's most official language. Trust me. Number 14 is that American bulldogs' eyes have special retinas. The top half sees in daylight, the bottom sees into the water in infrared. Very interesting, right? I wish our eyes could seriously do that. Number 15 is that in 2017, Tesla Incorporated became the second most valuable car company in America, ahead of Ford that, well, even as it's still losing money. So you can't think about it. Tesla is very valuable, and trust me, I would probably buy one of those Teslas. It's very easy to actually drive, and very complicated too if you're a new driver, trust me. Number 16 is that the families of more than 30 victims of the Columbian High School massacre were given shares in a $2,538,000 settlement by the families of the perpetrators. So, perpetrators, I should say. But, and you know the 2 perpetrators, and those were Eric Harris and Dylan Caboyd. I'm not sure if I said that dude's last name correctly. But anyway, that's number 16. Number 17 is that in 1860 there were 4 million slaves in America. That was the year before the Civil War happened. By 1865, there are like 0 or barely any slaves. Trust me, that's how it worked out after the Civil War. Number 18 is that the Mexicans have the highest average annual hours worked in the world. By that means I think that Mexico should probably have the most money like that. But since they have the highest average annual hours worked in the world, they should be getting the most money because they're working their butts off. Unfortunately, they don't receive the highest amount of money. Sometimes they will be so corrupt that they'll get barely any money or something like that. I'm not really sure because I've never really went to Mexico. Trust me. Number 19 is that the leading cause of death by disease past infancy among children in the United States is cancer. So that's why I'm going to say a public service announcement. So just make sure that you don't do anything that causes cancer. Trust me. Anything that causes cancer, just stay away from it. Ever. Means no alcohol, none of that crap. Trust me. And finally, to finish off our random facts, number 20 is that only 1 in 10 amounts of cancers that are related to breast cancers are genetic. So that means only 10% of cancers that are related to breast cancers, what I'm trying to say, is genetic. Not, well, the other 90% would obviously be from anything that causes breast cancer or anything like that. So that's why whenever it's breast cancer month, I will have to announce that again, probably. So anyway guys, that's pretty much about it for 20 random facts. Hopefully you learned something new. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and see you guys next time in another Lalone Top 10s production. Take care.